Hey Mom, look what I'm doing in college.
Excuse me, man in the muscle shirt? Did you get any muscles with that shirt?
No, Mel, I don't care. I don't care, Mel. I don't care, Mel. I need friends. Vine was my outlet for success, but it's not an overnight success like everyone thinks. I mean, we had been on YouTube. When I say we, I mean my brother and I. We had been on YouTube for 6 years prior to Vine. We had been doing comedy videos, prank videos, sketches, all that stuff. We know how to work a camera. We know what people think is funny. My bird. We had been on YouTube for 6 years, so we knew how to work a camera. We knew what people liked. And then when Vine came along and we found out about it, at first we didn't take it seriously, but then we picked up this phone and we actually kind of knew how to use it. People fell in love with our content, and then it just kept growing and growing and growing. And I'm so thankful that we actually grew as a package because we're brothers, and I guess they like both of us together. It's an overnight success that's been in the work for 6 years. And at first, like I said, we didn't take Vine seriously. We thought it was I like to call them a mom, dad, dog application where, oh, hey guys, here's my dog. Your 200 high school friends that follow you on Twitter will see it. No big deal. But then I saw that kids were literally getting famous off of this mobile application. They'd have hundreds of thousands of followers, and I didn't understand. I was like, why are these kids are getting famous, and their videos, like, they aren't even that great. Like, I can do better than this. And Bill, that's where that's where I excel, is when I see something that I want to be. I am so competitive. In high school, I played football and I wrestled. That's where my competitive nature comes from, and I always wanted to be the best. That's my thing. I had to be the best, and I will do whatever I can to get there. It's like, once I decide to be the best, I will be the best, and if I don't, I'll still end up somewhere great. My brother was making a Vine, and I was like, Jake, why don't you try this? And he had 400 followers at the time. I had 200 followers. He's like, oh yeah, Logan, who has more followers? And I was like, oh, it is not going to be like that. So I guess it started with the brother rivalry, which is incredible because right now we're the best team in the world. But at first it was because my brother made fun of me for having 200 more followers than me. I watched what people were doing on Vine. I looked to see what was working, what kind of comedy was working, like how to compact comedy into 6 seconds. It's difficult. You can't just go and do it. So I would watch what they're doing. I'd say, okay, maybe I can do this to that video. Maybe I could do this. Maybe they should have done something else. Then I used my style that I had been doing from the 6 years on YouTube and basically merged the two, and it formed the Logan Paul of Vine. Every day I look at my numbers and I'll see, okay, why did I gain 1,000 more followers this day than yesterday? So when I started working with these brands, I fell in love with it. The fact that I could get paid to do something that I'm already doing and that I love was amazing. So I've worked with brands, some of the biggest brands in the world: Pepsi, Ubisoft, HBO, Film District. Probably one of my favorite things about it, working with these giant brands at 18 years old, and the fact that they trust me, it's amazing. The people I've gotten to meet, not only the other Viners, but actual celebrities, it's so hard to grasp. I hung out with John Stamos, Bob Saget. There's the people that I've gotten to meet, and then another favorite of mine is the exposure on mainstream media. So all the TV shows that I've been able to go on, the like news stations, the Today Show, for example. Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. I actually just, hey Jake, this is Bill. Hi, Bill.
Just shot my first pilot with a Fox TV show that will be aired next January, and that's incredible. Like, I got my first acting job again, and it all spurred from Vine. It's awesome how these brands have recognized me, these networks have recognized me, and they're like, hey, you have talent outside of 6 seconds, and we want to exploit that and use it and create something, and I think that's awesome. My mom and dad have not said anything about keeping a good head on my shoulders. It's my outside family that does. My cousins, some of my friends at school, they're the ones that are like, here, listen, just stay grounded, Logan, like, don't get cocky, whatever. And I will never get cocky because of a mobile application. Like, at the end of the day, it's an application on the phone. Like, that's all it is. My mom and dad are so supportive of it. They both have social medias.
because of us. My mom's killing it on Twitter. She thinks she's got like 119 followers. My dad actually has 8,000 followers on Vine. Jake has 1.6 million. I have 4.1, and my dad says between the three, he goes, you know, guys, between the three of us, we have like 5.8 million followers. And we're like, yeah, Dad, man, you're killing it. You're doing great. They know the type of kid I am, and they know that I'm not going to have a problem with staying grounded. I think it's made me better at working with people, which at the end of the day is so important because pretty much anything you're going to do in life, you're working with people. So in high school, I was a little tentative to working with people, and now I like it. I enjoy it. I think when you can play to each other's strengths and you can truly use that and you do it well, the end product is going to be amazing. I started to realize, I'm like, oh my God, I could do this stuff. I could be an entertainment fiend, and I'm going to. That's when I made up my decision that I want to pursue entertainment. I want to be bigger and better than just Vine, and I have the ability to do that, as these networks have recognized. I had no idea before. I just thought it was a fun little mobile application. Then I was like, I'm creative, I'm funny, I have great physical comedy, I can do this. So I developed, or I guess right then and there, decided to make a goal to pursue entertainment. I want to act, I want to produce, I want to direct, because in Vine we're doing all of that in short form content. I want to do all the above, but the biggest goal, I want to be an action hero, a funny action hero. I mean, we've been saying it, my dad's been saying it since I've been 5 years old, just because I'm funny and then I'm able to do like crazy stunts and all that stuff. That's the end goal. I want to be an action hero. The biggest one, I would say, is there's a way, and if you want it, you can do it. And by that, I mean, if you want something bad enough, there's a way to do it. I started Vine not because it was fun making Vine videos. I started because I wanted to get Vine famous. If you seriously want something and you want to be successful with it, do it. Brainstorm ways to go about doing it. Like I said, I strategically develop ways to get my name out there. No one else I've talked to has done that. And you have to want it bad enough. You can't, oh, I want to be Vine famous, I'll make a video once a week, whatever. I was making 3 a day, constantly thinking of ideas. And I think, lastly, and most importantly, you have to have the ability to do whatever you want to do. So I happen to have the ability to be funny. If I'm a serious guy and I want to become Vine famous, might not happen. I mean, it could, but probably not going to happen. If you want to be a singer but you suck at singing, I'm sorry, but it probably won't happen. Like, you have to be able to do what you want to do and do it well. I love people that are grounded, focused, and have big goals and aspirations.
Wow.